Hey guys, History Finder here. Today I went out to a woods where there used to be a 1960s baseball diamond. I went there yesterday and today. Today I filmed, yesterday I didn't. I'd like to show you the group finds at the end from yesterday and today, and also two aerial photographs, one from 1966, one from 2013, to show you guys what it looked like then and what it looks like now. It was there in 1963, it was there in 1966, but it wasn't there in the 50s and it wasn't there in the 70s. And I haven't found a coin younger than 1967, so I do believe that sometime around 1967 they stopped using it and it grew abandoned. Woods grew around it and it was abandoned since 1967. I went trying to look for the backstop. All I could find was this concrete slab where a backstop may have been. But anyway, I'll show you guys the video, I'll show you guys the hunt from today, and show you the finds that I made from both days at the end. Right now I'd like to show you two aerial photographs, one from 1966 and one from 2013, and then I'll show you the rest of the video. I hope you enjoy the hunt. On to the next. Well folks, I'm in the woods. I'm looking for an old backstop. I couldn't find it last time, but I did find a piece of cement that I think it went to. So I'm going to show you that piece of cement when I find it, because I think that's where the backstop used to be. You can see it's a fairly young woods with a lot of young trees in here. It used to be open land with a baseball field on it in 1966, so I'm going to get to the slab of concrete and show you guys. Hey folks, I walked down the woods a bit and here's the slab of concrete that I believe used to hold a backstop for a baseball diamond. You can see it right there. And you know, third base would have been there, second base, first base, somewhere roughly around here. I can't tell where any of the bases used to be because it's a pretty thick woods now. 50 years ago there was a nicely groomed baseball diamond in here with open land, so it's kind of cool to think about, you know, that many years later when this is the progress of the woods since then. It just goes to show you, when you leave an area to be overgrown 50 years later, this is what it looks like. Well, I'm going to work around this old backstop here and see if I can find any more coins from the 60s. Okay folks, there's the where the backstop would have been, and over here I got a nice little signal. See, it's ringing up like a quarter. At about 6 inches. Really nice signal, so hopefully that's a silver dime at least. I'll get back to you with it. Well folks, I just popped the plug right there, and you can see how far away I am from that old backstop there. Right down over here, which would have been right about down on the first baseline. And I just found it, and it appears to be a silver Roosevelt dime. The year 1952. So that's pretty cool. It proves the research right. And that's really, really cool in this hobby, to find something and then go out in the woods or wherever it is where something used to be and be rewarded. It's really something cool. Well, on to the next. Okay guys, now this is pretty cool. There's that concrete slab there that I think used to hold the backstop. And right off over here, which would have been in foul territory in between home plate and third base, I found a 2-inch signal, or a signal about 2-3 inches down, and it's this toy bus here. And this is pretty cool. You know it's from the 60s. I mean, look at the wheels, it's an old toy. That's pretty neat. I originally wasn't going to dig it because I thought it was going to be just a bottle cap, because I already dug a couple of bottle caps at that depth. But that's neat. It's definitely time period. I don't know if that's a Matchbox toy, Hot Wheels, I don't know what that is, but it's going to have to be cleaned up. It almost looks like it says something right up here at the tip of my thumb. But we'll have to check up on that one. Definitely a neat find. On to the next. Hey folks, I just dug this. It appears to be a really large ring. It's not gold or anything, but maybe like a toy ring of some kind. It says something on it. Something wing. Wing on the bottom. Or I'm sorry, ring on the bottom. Okay, lucky ring it says, and it shows a horseshoe. Once again, it looks time period. Looks to be in pretty good shape too. These are shallow signals at like about 3 inches deep. And they sound like bottle caps, but since I'm in an area where it only lasted during the 60s, I gotta dig everything. Neat. On to the next. Folks, just dug a 1952 wheat penny. You see right there? About 6 inches deep. Once again, time period. Everything's time period here. Just about everything I'm finding in this woods, even the trash, is all from the 60s. Another wheat, 1944. And you can see I'm still near the old, what I think was the old backstop. On to the next. 1951 wheat penny. After digging out 2 iron pieces of what could have been the fence. I'll show you those real quick. These 2 pieces right here. I dug those 2 out before the wheat penny. They could have been part of the fence maybe. Another wheat, 1944. Here's the back. Right in this depression in the ground right here, where my old plug is. There's like a depression in the ground. I don't know if you can see it, you can tell from there. And there's the concrete slab back there. I'm working around that concrete slab because I do believe that that was the backstop. But this little depression in the ground, I don't know what this could have been. Maybe something was here at one time. Who knows? I just dug a second silver dime right into the depression that I was just talking about earlier. And it is a rosy, it's a really wore down one. It's going to be a 1946. Looks like a 46. Yeah. That is wore down. 1946D it looks like. So 2 silvers and a handful of wheat so far, and a couple cool toys. On to the next. $1962 Canadian penny right next to it, with the young queen on the front. I don't know if you can see her. But once again, time period. Everything's time period here. On to the next. 1964 memorial penny. First memorial penny of the day, and it's an early one, which matches the time frame correctly. On to the next. Another 1944 wheat. On to the next. Another 1964 memorial. On to the next. 1961 memorial penny. On to the next. I believe this was a coin spill because there's a 61D matter of a foot from it. So everything's staying in the 60s. On to the next. A 1944 wheat penny. $1967 memorial penny. 1957 wheatie. On to the next. 1940 wheat penny. This could be the last coin of the day. There's not much in here anymore. $1952D wheat penny. Well, folks, it's the end of my hunt, and I found a couple of silver dimes, as you've seen, and a lot of memorials from the 60s and a lot of wheat pennies. And then in the back, I was wandering around and I just seen, this is real far away from where the baseball lineman would have been, I just seen these concrete slabs in here. And I'm thinking that maybe they demolished, maybe there could have been a dugout, or maybe more of the backstop, more of the concrete around it, and it looks like there's a little brick in there too. Maybe they demoed that and brought all the remnants back here. It looks like that's what they did, because that concrete looks exactly the same as the one that I showed you earlier. So I think this is all part of that old baseball lineman. They just probably demolished it in the early 70s and hauled it all back here. So I thought that was interesting.